How can you release a game like Redfall, a first-person shooter with a 30 FPS mode only? And don't get me wrong, I know that we're getting a 60 FPS mode eventually, at some point, but no one knows when and in what quality. So right now, in my opinion, and I like to be very honest with you, Redfall on the Xbox Series X or S is for me personally a disaster. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. This is a complete unscripted video, okay? And I have a power drink here because it's already very late, but I can't find time right now to make videos actually during the day. There's literally no time, so it's very late here in Australia right now. Anyway, Redfall for me, 30 FPS mode, it's a no-go. And I can read already the comments on my video, but I couldn't care less. 30 FPS in 2023 is an absolutely no-go, and and on top we're talking about a first-person shooter. I mean, come on, 30 FPS in a first-person shooter, and there are still people out there they're trying to tell me it's okay, it's fine. It's not okay. Okay, it's not fine. Okay, 30 FPS in certain games it is okay. Let's say in chess. Okay, I have no problem 30 FPS in chess, but even in Tetris, I like to have a 60 or even a 120 FPS mode. It's just better. Okay, 30 FPS mode in a first-person shooter in 2023. I don't know what's going on here. And of course, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if they, have issues with the Xbox or Xbox Series S or whatever, and they try. I don't know. I really don't know. And to be honest, I don't care. Because I was expecting a proper quality, and for me, 4K, 30 FPS, and this is what we know so far, it apparently runs in 4K, but I don't know if this is a native 4K resolution or just a dynamic 4K resolution. I don't know. If you know more, then please put it in the comment section. But okay, let's talk about 4K and 30 FPS. So some people saying, oh, they rather have a 4K resolution and a lower frame rate. So let me explain you a couple of things. What I think, what is my opinion, okay? You can't see anything of the nice graphic in 30 FPS because as soon you move, you have just a blurry, stuttery picture. That's all what you get. And it doesn't matter if you have 8K, 16K, 30 FPS will ruin the picture quality. There's no image clarity anymore. It doesn't work like that. If you have ever experienced 60 FPS or 120 FPS on an OLED screen like the G2 behind me, that's like day and night. 30 FPS on an OLED screen, it's terrible. Terrible. And this is what I think is happening also with some people, because why people actually saying 30 FPS is okay? Because I think they're not playing on an OLED screen. And I know what I'm talking about, because when I moved to Australia 5 years ago, we bought a very cheap LCD screen, LCD TV from Samsung, okay, very cheap, okay. And a couple of weeks later, I bought the PlayStation 4 and I played games in 30 FPS and everything was fine. So don't get me wrong, I played a lot of 30 FPS games. I even played 25 FPS or lower because I grew up in Germany and we had the PlayStation 1 and there was PAL and NTSC was a different system. So we had 25 FPS compared to 30 FPS NTSC. Okay, so 50 FPS if we are lucky. Okay, so I know what is a low frame rate, and it was no problem back then. CRT back then, different technology, was anyway different motion quality in my opinion. Anyway, what I experienced, I played God of War, I played so many games in 30 FPS, no problem at all. And then I bought my LG CX, okay, in my other room. And I played the same games and I was shocked. Not in terms of picture, how should I say, the picture was much better compared to the LCD screen. When I was not moving, okay, let's say like this, because OLED screens and 30 FPS, it's just terrible because of the pixel response time. OLED TVs, they're having a much better pixel response time compared to LCD screens. And that's, I think, is the problem why some people still saying 30 FPS is okay. Because when I played my 30 FPS games on my very cheap LCD TV, there was actually almost no stuttering. There was a very blurry picture, but this you're just used to it, okay? Blurry picture all the time. You didn't know better, but there was almost no stuttering, and the reason is because of the very low pixel response time from from LCD screens, okay? That's how it is. And as soon I experienced OLED, it was like day and night, because now OLED screens compared to LCD screens, very fast pixel response time. I don't know how much faster, almost instant, not instant, but almost, okay? Very, very good. And problem was, you can clearly see all the stuttering, really clearly see the stuttering, and the picture was not blurry anymore. So that means you moved around and you had always this stuttering, and it was terrible compared to LCD screen. Again, it was terrible. I rather played my 30 FPS games on the LCD screen than on the OLED screen. No, I'm not lying, because I couldn't stand it. And as soon I experienced 60 FPS on an OLED screen, it was so much better. Still on the LCD screen you have a very blurry picture because of the technology. That's how it is. The OLED screen was much, much better in picture clarity, picture quality. And then 120 FPS with gaming PC or some console games, this was wow. And that's the reason why I can't go back to 30 FPS. Because that's the problem. When you have experienced 60 or 120, or let's say up to 120 FPS in certain games, like Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo 7, or Gears 5 or whatever, it's fantastic. You don't want to go back to 30 FPS. And people are saying they're fine with 30 FPS in a first-person multiplayer shooter. I don't get you. Are you just defending your Xbox right now? Because I'm not. Absolutely not. This is terrible for the Xbox. And I can understand why people rather play this game on the PC, because you have 60 FPS or much more. Maybe 300 FPS, depending on your graphic card, of course. And multiplayer games in 30 FPS, first-person multiplayer games, sorry, but that's absolutely such a big L. I don't know what to say. So you may or may not agree with me. I probably can't change your opinion or mind anyway. So and that's not my point. Okay, if you think 30 FPS is still okay in games, even in Redfall, in a first-person shooter, then put in the comment section why you think that's the case, because I really like to understand. Maybe, I don't know, just put it in the comment section, because I can't understand it. I already explained why I can't understand it anymore. And for me, it's very bad. For Redfall, for the publicity, for Xbox in general, that's very bad. Because you can, I mean, you have read all the comments, you know Twitter, you know console fanboys, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And all the PlayStation 5 fanboys right now are happy because this game just runs in 30 FPS. I'm not happy. I have here bloody PlayStation 5 or Xbox, Switch. Here, this one holds back the generation apparently, I don't know. I'm not a console fanboy. I couldn't care less on what platform I'm playing my game. But there are some people out there that maybe just can afford Xbox, or you get my point. And we should have the best possible quality on any console, full stop, without any stupid fanboy war. I can't stand this anymore. So it's not about Xbox versus PlayStation 5. It's about the games. But right now, Redfall, in my opinion, is it's not a good game for the Xbox, or not for the publicity, not for making advertising for getting an Xbox. Not at all, because 30 FPS again, come on. You can play Call of Duty in 120 FPS. And to be fair, this game doesn't look bad. Not at all. Not on the Xbox, not on the PlayStation 5. And it runs really, really nice. Absolutely. So again, put in the comment section why you think a 30 FPS mode nowadays is okay, especially in first-person shooter. I really like to know. And also, of course, put in the comment section if you think we should have minimum 60 FPS in all games, except chess. Thank you.